So now let us we start again. So we stop at the point that how we calculate the energy input to the engine. So fuel, actually we supply the different types of fuels to the engine, and we get the energy which is stored in a form of chemical energy inside the fuels. So we calculate the energy from the basic two terms, that is calorific value of the fuel and mass flow rate of the fuels. Mass flow rate means amount of the fuels that we supplied to the engine per hours, and we need to convert it into the seconds. So how we can convert this R into the seconds? Suppose I'm saying that 1 liter of fuels that I supply 1 kg of fuels per hours. So how you convert into the seconds? Use the chat box, students. How you convert kg per hours into kg per seconds? What we need to do for conversion of the kg per hours to, okay, divide by what? Some students says that divide. Suppose I need to convert the mass flow rate of, yes, divide by 60 into 60. Very good. 60 into 60 means 3600. So if it is given that 5 kg per hour, so you need to convert that 5 kg per hour by 3600. So 5 divided by 3600, that gives you the value in terms of kg per seconds. So here in this numerical, you need to be careful about different types of units conversions which is required at a time. Means the different data is given in the different forms, so we need to convert into the SI units. Suppose again I'm asking the question, suppose pressure is given in bar, then how you convert into the Newton per meter square? Suppose my pressure is 5 bar, then how much Newton per meter square is there? Yes, some is saying 10 to the power 5. Very good. We need to, yes, 10 to the power 5. Okay, I understood 10 into 5. Okay, okay, 10 to the power 5. Very good. So now we go, suppose if we go in revision of that, so engine performance parameter, we are having the different terminology. We have understand the different terminologies. In different terminologies, we have gone through this bore diameters, then top dead center, bottom dead centers, stroke length. Then we go for the swept volume. Then we go for the clearance volume. Then we discuss about the compression ratio. Then we go for the indicated power. Indicated power means the power generated at the top of the pistons inside the cylinders. Then we derive an expressions for the calculations of indicated power, which is equals to P mean into LAN in divided by 60,000, and N is having a two different values. N equals to N for the two-stroke engines, and N equals to N by 2 for the four-stroke engines. And if your engine is a multi-cylinders, then again you need to multiply it with the numbers of cylinders. Then we go with a brake power. Brake power, how we calculate brake power is measured using the dynamometers. Then dynamometer, we have the different terms we have learn about associate with the dynamometer power measurements. Then we comes with a final formula, that is 2 pi nt by 60,000. Again it is expressed in terms of kilowatt. Then we introduce a new terms, that is a friction power. Then we calculate the input energy. So now from this all the parameters, our final point is that how to calculate the various efficiency associated with the engine, IC engine. So first efficiency associated with this engine is mechanical efficiency. Then second is thermal efficiency. In thermal efficiency, we have two different options. One is brake thermal efficiency, and second is a indicated thermal efficiency. Third types of efficiency, here it is relative efficiency. Fourth is as standard efficiency. Fifth one is volumetric efficiency. Sixth is specific fuel consumptions. So these are the parameters on the basis of which we can measure the performance of an engine, on we can compare the two different engines based on this performance. Suppose if we want to check the performance of students, then we are asking the about SPI. Similar way, these are the performance parameter for an engines, and if you need to compare the efficiency or the performance of two different engines, then you need to go with this all these performance parameters. So now we are going in depth, that one by one we are discussing what is a different types of efficiency and how it is calculated. So first efficiency here, it is mechanical efficiency. So it is defined as the ratio of brake power to the indicated power. Means it is very simple. Eta make equals to brake power divided by indicated power. We have also learned the brake power formula and indicated power formula. Brake power formula is 2 pi nt by 60,000. Indicated power is calculated with the help of formula P mean LAN divided by 60,000 multiplied by number of cylinders and having a two different values for 4-stroke and 2 strokes. Then thermal efficiency. Thermal efficiency is of two kinds. One is indicated thermal efficiency and second is brake thermal efficiency. So indicated thermal efficiency means it is indicated by eta ITE. ITE means indicated thermal efficiency. It is expressed in the terms of IP divided by MF into CV. It is output power, that is indicated power, and whatever we supply to the engine, that is expressed in terms of MF into CV. Same way for the brake power, it is similar to indicated thermal efficiency. Brake thermal efficiency equals to the brake power divided by mass flow rate into the calorific value of the fuels. Then third is air standard efficiency. As all of you are going through the chapter number 5 and you have learned the different aspects of petrol engine and diesel engine, and you derive this formula eta air for the petrol engine 1 minus 1 upon r raised to gamma minus 1. Here as standard means we neglect the mass of the fuel present inside the cylinders and we treat only the standards. Means we are treated as air is a standard substance, and based on that only air we are calculating the efficiency. So you derive this formula in the chapter number 5 heat engine. Similar way for the diesel engine, the as standard efficiency equals to 1 minus 1 upon r raised to gamma minus 1 in the bracket rho to the power gamma minus 1 in divided by gamma into rho minus 1, where rho is a cutoff ratio. Then fourth one is a relative efficiency equals to the indicated thermal efficiency upon the air standard efficiency. And then next is volumetric efficiency. Volumetric efficiency is uh, basically relate with the how much amount of volume that actually sucked by the piston and cylinder during the suction stroke, and the how much is swept volume is there. So it is expressed in the terms of actual volume. The actual volume or the charge of air comes in a suction stroke divided by the swept volume. Then next is specific fuel consumption. It is also important parameters. Generally, in general terms, we treat that the average of, suppose in some terms we are saying that our bike having an average of 25 kilometers. 25 kilometers, it means it runs a 25 kilometer by the consumptions of one liter of the fuels. So same way, specific fuel is expressed in this term. Specific fuel consumption, it is denoted by the SFC. It is defined as the amount of fuel consumed by engine for a unit power productions. So it is calculated in the terms in mathematical way. It is calculated mass of fuel divided by the brake power, and the units for the SFC is kg per kWh. Now we go for the numericals, and in numerical I'm taking one basic numerical from your book that is given from the book bank. The problem number 7.12, the data is like that. The following observations are made. Just before going to the numerical portions, if you have any difficulty, any doubts, then you can ask by using the chat box. Students, if you have any difficulty, any doubts, then you can write the questions in the chat box. Then we start with the numerical portions. If you don't have any questions, then write it is no questions. Student, use the chat box for interactions. If you have any questions in the content till the point we are discussing, then use the chat box to, okay, yes is saying no questions, okay, very good. If you have no questions, then write a no questions in the chat box so that I can understand that you have gained the all the points for the all the things that we are discussing. Okay, Manish is also saying no questions. Okay, good. Use the chat box. Okay, we have received the another feedback that is no questions. Okay, good. Any questions in your mind, then use the chat box. Okay, so we are moving further in this discussion, that we are discussing about two, three numericals, but currently I'm only discussing one numericals, and rest of the numericals that you refer from the book, or we can share some PDF with you, so that you can understand the different questions or different types of the aspects, that unit conversions and different formula which is required to use for calculations of different quantity, that you can easy to understand that different formulas. Okay, so here in this numerical, the following observations were recorded during the trial run of a two-stroke engine. See, every word is important. In the first line, it is given that it is single engine, single cylinders. So the number of cylinder is only one. Two-stroke engine means in every revolutions of crank, we have a power strokes. Engine torque is given that 650 Newton into meter. The speed is given as 400 RPM. Cylinder diameter is given as a 20 centimeters. Stroke length is 30 centimeters. Fuel consumption is, yes, it is a mass of fuel which is supplied to the engine. It is 8.5 kg per hour. Mean effective pressure P mean, it is given in the 5.5 bar. And the calorific value of fuel is 42,500 kilojoule per kg. And here it is asking that calculate mechanical efficiency, indicated thermal efficiency, brake thermal efficiency, specific fuel consumptions. So first, as all of you know that in numerical, first we have write down the whatever the data is given. So torque is given 650 Newton into meter. RPM is 400 RPM. Diameter is given in centimeter. We need to convert into SI unit, that is a meter. Length is again given, stroke length is given 30 centimeter. Again, we convert into meters. Mass flow rate is given is 8.5 kg per hour. We need to convert it into the kg per seconds by multiplying dividing 3600. Mean effective pressure is also given in bar. We need to convert it into the Newton per meter square by multiplying 10 to the power 5. This calorific value is given in kilojoule per kg, so no need to convert it any units, and we need to calculate these four terms. So indicated power, formula of indicated power is very simple. P mean LAN divided by 60,000. So mean effective pressure 5.5 into 10 to the power 5. 10 to the power 5 is required because of conversion from bar to Newton per meter square. Then length of the stroke. Length of the stroke is given, that is 30. It means 0.3. Then we have this pi by 4 d square, that is the area. So pi by 4 into the diameter. Diameter is given as 20 centimeters, means 0.2 square to the power 2, and multiplied by the n. Here two-stroke engine is there, so no need to divide by the 2 and no need to multiply it with the numbers of cylinders, because it is single cylinders engine. Divided by 60,000 for conversions of RPM into RPS, and 1000 is for kilowatt to kilowatt. So now finally we get the formula of IP. IP is 34.56 kilowatt. Brake power, for the formula for the brake power is 2 pi nt by 60,000. 2 pi is there, constant. 4000 rpm, sorry, 400 rpm is given. Torque is already given. Otherwise you need to apply the formula T equals to W minus S into RB, and RB equals to D plus D divided by 2. So in that way we can calculate the brake power. Now we use the formula of mechanical efficiency. Mechanical efficiency is brake power divided by indicated power. So 27.23 divided by 34.56, you get the efficiency of 0.7879 multiplied with the 100, you get in percentage that 78.79. Indicated thermal efficiency. Indicated thermal efficiency is calculated by ITE, IP upon MF into CV. Yes, as earlier we discussed that we need to divide by 3600 for conversion of kg per hours into the kg per seconds. So finally we get indicated thermal efficiency like 34.44. Then suppose now we are going for the brake thermal efficiency. Again, formula is very easy. Brake power divided by MF into CV. So brake power we earlier calculated, that is 27.23. Again, mass flow rate of the fuel is given in kg per hour. We need to convert it into kg per seconds. So we get the efficiency of 27.13. Specific fuel oil consumption is given SFC equals to mass flow rate of fuels divided by brake power. And here you don't need to convert this 8.5 divided by 3600 because the unit is kg per kWh. So here we need to calculate the specific fuel consumptions in kg per kWh. So no need to convert this mass flow rate of fuels in kg per hour into kg per seconds. So finally you get the specific fuel consumption is 0.3121 kg per kWh. So if you have any questions, then you can use the question answer sections or chat box for any kind of questions. Dear students, if you have any questions, then you can ask using the chat box. Yes, some student is asking that side-by-side comparison of data and answer can be done. Yes, see what basic methodology I'm suggesting, that you need to go with the conversion of all the data in the given data sections. Means whenever you are writing the data, given data, at the time you need to convert all the data in the SI units, means in a singular units, and then you can start side by sides. Any other questions?
If any students are query, then use chat box.
Okay, so we can share. Okay, Kathy is saying okay, no sir, it is clear, no query. Manish is also saying no query. Okay, so very good. It is finally it is good sessions, and I also very happy to interact with the first year students, and you are taking a maximum benefit of that. So I'm not discussing all this numerical. It is also given in book. So what I'm suggesting at the final, I'm suggesting all the students that you can practice is 3 to 4 numericals from the GTU previous question papers. And if further, if you have any questions and any query, then you can ask to the faculty, Wala sir, or you can directly contact to me, and we are having solve your queries. So thank you all for attending this online sessions. Thank you very much for the attending these sessions. And now I am hand over the session to the Wala sir. Wala sir, please.
Okay, thank you, sir, for this such an interactive session, sir. All students are requested to please fill the feedback form. Sir, please share the link of the feedback form in the chat box.
Okay, just a minute. I will share the link of.
All students are requested to please give the feedback from the.
Okay, I share this link to everyone. Okay, you just use this link for feedback.
All students are requested to please fill this form, feedback form. Hello. Okay, thank you, sir.